Definitely let us know when you're in Miami, or even if you have to do a layover in Atlanta. Haven't been in Atlanta forever. You know, the last time I landed in Atlanta, I end up in jail in, in Atlanta. End up in jail in the airport. So I kind of, I kind of like, yeah. It's not that I don't like Atlanta anymore, but yeah, I have bad memories with what's the name of that airport? I forgot the name. That huge Atlanta airport. I stayed there one night and then I got sent back to France after flying 8 hours. Spend like 4 hours with people asking me a bunch of questions, and then yeah, and then spent like 4 hours in a cell, and then after that worked my way in a VIP area where I had at least I could drink and eat something and watch TV and just sleep on a sofa. And then the next day I had a cop taking me to the plane back to my country. After that, I didn't go to the US for a whole year. And that's when, I decided that, and it was a conversation I remember having with Bodhisattva. I was like, I'm gonna stop like going to the US on a tourist visa. Even when somebody just tells me, can you host a party? Because the worst part, it was not really going to tour. I was going to I already had my plan to be in the US, but somebody told me, can you pass by Atlanta? You pass by there and you just spend the night. You come to our club for one night, and in exchange we'll pay your ticket and your hotel. We pay your stay and your ticket. In exchange, you just come to our party. You don't do nothing. You don't sing. You just host. You sit down. You drink something. You come to the mic. You say hi to everybody. We put your music, and everybody's happy. You took some photos with the fans, and then in exchange, we pay for everything. So I was like, "Yo, cool. All right, let's do it." And when I arrived, because I was on a tourist visa and not on my B1, B2, as when I was a Congolese, I had a B1, B2 visa, but as a French person, I was just coming and going. And I ended up having that person interrogate me and end up telling me that hosting party, as long as your name is on the flyer, it means you're working. And I'm not really working because I'm not getting paid. I'm just having my expenses refunded. So they're gonna pay my hotel, they're gonna pay for this flight, or they're gonna reimburse this flight, but they're not gonna pay me. And she didn't want to believe it and end up in jail. The whole story is somewhere in my YouTube channel. And end up in jail for a few hours. And after that, I came back and I said, "Oh, you know what? I'm not performing in the US unless I get a work permit and people ask for, a real invitation to come perform, etc." The problem is in our market. Our market is a small market, like Zouk, Kizomba, African market. The clubs are small, usually 200, 300 people. Those are not huge festival with 5,000 people, 10,000 people. So they don't have the means to pay you. If they spend 2,000 on a work permit, they end up not making money from the show itself with the amount of people they have. So it's kind of a thing where you stuck there, and it's crazy how in other countries, it's gonna cost you $100 to ask for a visa and go perform. It's not a problem, but only the US, they think their land is a diamond and that everybody's coming there to stay there. I don't care about that country. I don't want to stay there. I just came, make my money, come sing for my people, and take my money and run. Spend some holiday, go to Miami 2 days, then go back home. But they make it so hard to get in because they believe that everybody want to go and stay in. And listen, when you're an artist, that's your job. Your job is to come and perform. So make it easier for artists. And it's crazy because a few years ago, I go to Canada. I have a show in Canada, and they ask me at the so I go to the embassy to ask for a visa and a visa to go perform, and they ask me what do you need? I say, I'm going to Canada from this date to this date. What are you going to? Tourism? I say, no, I have a concert, I'm a singer. And they tell me, but what are you doing here? I say, I need a visa. I say, yeah, but you are French. I say, yes, but I'm gonna perform, so I need a work permit. And they say, oh no, in Canada, as long as you are staying less than 2 weeks, singers can just come do their show and come back. I was like, what? Yeah, when I arrive in Canada, complete opposite. I just land, I arrive to the border control. The person asked me, yeah, what are you coming to do in Canada? I said, I have a show at the Théâtre Télus. That was where I was performing. And it was like, oh, good luck for the show and welcome to Canada. And how long you staying? I said, well, stay for 4 or 5 days, do the show, then come back. He's like, amazing. Have a great show. Damn. So it's this thing where some countries make it just impossible for other people to come and work. And every time I'm in the US, I receive an email from somebody telling me, yo, you have to come do a show. You in Miami, please. Or can we fly you to Atlanta, Boston, here, there, willing to pay the flight and this and your cachet. And I'm like, I'm not performing in the US unless I have a work permit. I'm not going to jail for you guys. I'm sorry, I did it already. It's not fun.